Welcome to Thoroughbred Racing action on this Friday afternoon here at Gulfstream Park as we kick off the weekend. We'll send it upstairs for scratches and changes.
It's partly cloudy out today in Hollandale Beach, temperatures of 78 degrees. The main track is fast and the turf course is firm. We'll kick it off in the first. Please scratch the number 4, Miss Magical. The 4, Miss Magical, will not compete. We're ready to go. And they're off. Bit of a slow start for Guyana. There's Valiant Honor heading off for the early advantage. Triple threats right there to the inside, along with area code 501 and Baldemar as they work up the backstretch run. So it is Valiant Honor and Micah Husbands on top, a length and a half. Triple threats down inside with Alluring Serenity. Baldemar's out there in the 4 path with area code 501 working in the middle. They're followed by Guyana in front of a La Dinamita, and 2 more back to the long shot, Ave Phoenix, who's at the back of the field. 22 and 3 was the opening quarter. Valiant Honor works by the 3/8 pole on top by 2. Alluring Serenities ran into second, just went by Triple Threat. Guyana's making up ground, is about to take third as they head for the quarter pole. It's Valiant Honor still under a husband's drive, a length and a half on top. Alluring Serenities racing second. The whip's out on Guyana, who has 8 lengths to make up as they arrive at the top of the lane. Half mile 45 and 4. Valiant Honor kicks for home, opens up 4 with an 1/8 of a mile to go. Alluring Serenity is second. Guyana is third. Final 100 yards. Valiant Honor just trying to polish this one off. Valiant Honor will do it. Valiant Honor at a short number to kick off the Friday card by 2.5. Alluring Serenity second, Guyana third, La Dinamita might have got fourth in 1:11 and 4. And they're on. Fast start in the center for Gran Campanero, heads off for the early advantage. Sophocles is there to the inside. Municipal is put into play early as well. So it is Gran Campanero who takes him into the first turn. Municipal right on his back in second. Sophocles a little keen down inside, just in front of King Prince. Parnassus works in the 3 path, 2.5 ahead of Laudable, who's at the back of the field. So it is Gran Campanero around the clubhouse turn. The lead's a half length. Municipal is stacking in second. Sophocles is down inside third. King Prince works in the 2 path with Parnassus out 3 wide. They go 3 better than Laudable, who trails. 23 and 3/5 seconds was the opening quarter. Gran Campanero works up the backstretch run, 4.5 furlongs from home and a half length on top. The 4 to 5 favorite Municipal is stocking right there in second. Down inside, Sophocles still races third. King Prince is getting shuffled back a touch. Parnassus is up into fourth, and Laudable's at the back. 47 and 1 for the half-mile speed. Gran Campanero rounding the far turn, 5/16 for the money. Municipal yet to be asked the question in second. Sophocles is under a ride from third. As they arrive at the top of the stretch, it's still Gran Campanero through 3 quarters, and 1:10 and 2. Now Municipal's asked the question by Husbands in the clear. There's an 1/8 of a mile to go. Gran Campanero still responding. Municipal's coming up empty, and here's Laudable, who sweeps the field for Jose Morelos, rallies to hit the front, and it will be Laudable last to first. Municipal is second, Gran Campanero third, Parnassus is fourth in 1:34 and 2.
Any success that we've enjoyed is directly attributable to the men and women who first bring horses to us to sell. You got to have good product. If we're able to attract quality horses to our sale with quality men and women selling them, we're going to have good sales. Everything that we do is going to be to achieve success tomorrow by doing things right today. It's a commitment to get up and do the right thing every day in a consistent and a professional fashion, and that's a great recipe for success long term.
And they're off. Good start for Four Guns out in the center. Surfer's Joy is there to the inside as well. Jackpot Cree hopped a little bit at the start, but is recovering nicely to contest the pace in the opening strides. 3 across the track early. Jackpot Cree, Surfer's Joy in the middle is just a touch quicker as Four Guns goes 3 wide into the first turn. They're followed out wide by Tony Tone. I Wish You Love is back second last, and Van Cleef is at the back of the field. A tight group here around the clubhouse turn. It's Surfer's Joy leading the way by 3 parts of a length. Four Gun settles down outside second. Jackpot Cree's been on a hold so far, is racing in third, a length and a half off the top, just inside of Tony Tone. And the 2 at the back are Van Cleef and I Wish You Love. Only 3.5 cover them front to back with 5 furlongs left to travel. It's Surfer's Joy on top by a half length. The opening quarter ticked off in 24 and 2/5 seconds. Four Gun is still stocking from second. Tony Tone has ran into third, just went by Jackpot Cree. Van Cleef is racing fifth with 4.5 to make up into the far turn, and I Wish You Love has dropped out to the tail. 49 and 4 for the half-mile speed. Surfer's Joy works to the far turn, still on top. Tony Tone has taken second. Four Guns is backpedaling to the inside. Jackpot Cree has taken fourth. And then it's I Wish You Love and Van Cleef. 3/4, 1:14 and 2. They work around to the top of the stretch. It's Surfer's Joy and Yolbert Torres trying to take them all the way. Tony Tone's under pressure. So too is Jackpot Cree and Four Guns. Off the turn in the stretch drive. Surfer's Joy with 1/8 of a mile to go. Here's Tony Tone and Jackpot Cree down the center. Tony Tone strikes the front with 100 yards to go. Down the center, Jackpot Cree. Tony Tone. Surfer's Joy still battling on 2. Surfer's Joy coming back. Surfer's Joy wins. That is very close, but Surfer's Joy got the nose down. Tony Tone was second, Jackpot Cree third, and 1:46 and 2. And they're off. Viable Asset, quick away from the block, heads out for the early advantage, taken on by Clowning Around and Rogue Runner. Viking Quest tries to work over from the far outside as they head for the half-mile point. So it is Viable Asset on top by a half length. Clowning Around and Rogue Runner are second and third. Viking Quest up on the far side is fourth. Rocketa down inside fifth. They're followed out by Glancing My Way. So they head around the far turn. It's Viable Asset with a neck in front of Clowning Around in the 2-path. Rogue Runners 3 wide. Viking Quest 4 wide. And then it's Rocketa, Mojava. Glancing My Way's at the back. 21 and 2. They drilled the quarter. Viable Asset turns for home on top by 2. And then it's Clowning Around and Rogue Runner. Viking Quest trying to get going down the center. 1/8 of a mile to go. It's still Viable Asset on top by 3. And Viable Asset has kicked away. Viable Asset takes him gate to wire. Viable Asset by 2.5. Rogue Runner is second. Rocketa is up for third in 55 and 2. And they're off. Good start for Cross Ace and Kinetic Stone out wide. Big Paradise is there with a Tundra, 4 of them lining up in the opening furlong. Torches Pass comes out running 5th, and Prince David is the early trailer as they work up the backstretch run. So it is a Tendre with a narrow advantage, 3 parts of length. Big Paradise stocks from second. Cross Ace is a length and a half back in third, just in front of Kinetic Stone. Torches Pass racing 5th, but only about 2.5 off the top. 6 clear of Prince David, who's at the back of the field. Attendre and Big Paradise drilled a 22 flat opening quarter. They're a length and a half in front of Kinetic Stone, who runs along from 3rd. Torches Pass starts to get urged along from 4th. 2 clear of Cross Taste, who's dropping back, and Prince David trails. So they pass the quarter pole. Big Paradise has taken over. Attendre's back to the inside. Here's Kinetic Stone. Big Paradise, the 1-5 favorite, turns in front. This is his race to lose at the 8th pole. He's in front by 4. Kinetic Stone. Prince David's trying to rally from the back. Final 16th. Big Paradise still in front by 3.5. And Big Paradise and Edgar Perez to kick off the late pick 5 by 5. Prince David second. Kinetic Stone third. Got close for 4th. Torches Passed or Cross Taste.
At the Thoroughbred Aftercare Alliance, we believe in giving every thoroughbred a second chance.
And thanks to you, the owners, trainers, breeders, and every supporter, you've created a ripple effect of change that's helping these magnificent animals move on to new careers and safe, fulfilling lives after racing.
Every single donation, whether big or small, is contributing to a brighter future.
But this race is just beginning. Because of you, we have gained incredible momentum and we're ready for more.
And they're off. Good start. War Bomber out in the center looks for the early lead. Wally World and Indecisiveness has some early foot as well. One Time Willard comes away running in 4th, just in front of Sky's Not Falling. Win for the money the far outside. Tour the City's going to try and get over and save some ground. Mid-pack has missed the cut just in front of Degree of Risk. Second last is Harrow, and Bridal a Butterfly is at the back of the field. So it's War Bomber and Lionel Reyes on top by 3 parts of a length. One Time Willard is content to track from second. Indecisiveness saves ground from 3rd, a length and a half off the top. And then it's Sky's Not Falling, who's running along in 4th. Wally World is 5th, just in front of Win for the Money. And then it's Missed the Cut and Tour the City, Degree of Risk, Harrow, and Bridal a Butterfly. A 23-second opening quarter here for War Bomber, who's opened up a length and 3/4 on One Time Willard, who's running along in 2nd. Indecisiveness saving ground under Herrera from 3rd. Launching into the clear is Sky's Not Falling. Wally World still saving ground. Win for the Money has 3 to make up in the final 3 furlongs. And then it's Degree of Risk and Miss the Cut. Tour the City saves ground to the inside. Harrow, Bridal a Butterfly still trails. 46-1 for the half. 3/4, 109-1. War Bomber comes under pressure as they straighten up for the drive. Here's Sky's Not Falling, and Wally World Miss the Cut is let loose down the center and comes charging after Wally World. Final 16th, Miss the Cut and Wally World. Miss the Cut or Wally World. These two drive it out to the wire. Photo finish. Thrilling race 6 here. Miss the Cut or Wally World. It's very close, and 132-2. They're in the gate, and they're off. Cone Compania with a fast start down inside. Grandmo the first is put into play, as is Flying Liam out in the center. So these 3 will contest the pace as they head out of the chute. They go 3 lengths better than Cadet Corps, who's running along in 4th. Special Sessions down inside 5th, already about 8 lengths off the lead, and 5 or 6 more back to Awesome Train, who's the distant trailer. Cone Compania takes him up the backstretch run with a narrow advantage. Flying Liam and Grandmother first, stacked from 2nd and 3rd. 3.5 clear of Cadet Corps in Special Session, and Awesome Train is still the trailer. Con Compania through a 23 and 1 opening quarter, in hand, in command to the half-mile pole. Flying Liam in the two-path is racing second, with Grandmo the first on the far side, is now within a half length. 5 more back to Special Session, and then it's Cadet Corps, who's going to have to make up 8 or 9 in the final 3 furlongs, and Awesome Trains at the back of the field. 45 and 2, the opening quarter mile. Diego Herrera getting to work on Con Company, who's lost the lead to Grandmo the first, who glides up at the quarter pole for Camacho. Grandmo the first, the new leader. And then it's Cadet Corps, Special Session, trying to rally it up. Up from the back is Awesome Train. They're into the lane after 3 quarters. And 1:10 and 2. Grandmo the first at the 8th pole in front by 2. Cadet Corps and Awesome Train trying to spring an upset on the outside. Final 16th. Grandmo the first still there. Awesome Train, one final try. He's going to dive down to the inside, but Grandmo the first gets there in time. Grandmo the first by a length. Awesome Train a valiant second. Cadet Corps third, and Special Session checked in fourth.
They're off.
And they're off. Super Attentive gets the first call down inside, heads off for the early lead. We Are Back, Young Man is flashing some early speed, though, in the center. We Are Back, Young Man to the top. Super Attentive's right there as well, along with Time Passes in the 3-path. Chicken Dance takes back to race from 4th. They're followed by David Pepperman, the Town, and Win with Faith is at the back of the field. So they head to the clubhouse turn, chasing We Are Back, Young Man, who's on top by a length and a half. Time Passes is racing in second. Down inside third is Super Attentive with Chicken Dance racing fourth, about 4 off the top onto the backstretch run. The Town is racing fifth, just in front of David Pepperman. They're 2 clear of Win with Faith, who's got 8 lengths to make up. The opening quarter ticked off 24 and 1/5 seconds. It's We Are Back, Young Man, and Rajiv Maral leading the charge up the backstretch. Time Passes is racing second with Super Attentive third and 2.5 off the top. Chicken Dance has 4 lengths to make up. David Pepperman's racing fifth. And then it's the Town. Win with Faith is going to have to get going. Has 10 lengths to find around the far turn. It's We Are Back, Young Man. Through a half mile in 49 flat. Time Passes right up to the outside of We Are Back, Young Man, who's now under a drive. Chicken Dance comes out 3 wide. Super Attentive is looking for a split for Sonny Leone as they reach the top of the stretch. We Are Back, Young Man. Time Passes hits the front with 1/8 of a mile to go. Here's Chicken Dance. Win with Phases starting to roll down the center. Final 16th. Time Passes. Chicken Dance tries to reach. Time Passes. Chicken Dance might have got it. It's close. Chicken Dance or Time Passes. Win with Faith late on the scene with Super Attentive and 134 and 4. And they're off. Laser gets the first call out in the center. Backdoor Royalty quick away for the block as well. Noble Prince comes out running third. Don't Fire Joe is there at the rail. Royal Salute's also right there, mid-pack early, only about 2 lengths off the speed. And then it's Chivato and Always True. Frosted Punk settles back second last, and Saratoga Cruisers at the back of the field. So it is Backdoor Royalty and Miguel Vasquez on top by 1.5 lengths. Laser's going to stock from second. Down inside goes Don't Fire Joe with a 3-wide Noble Prince moving into fourth. In between runners is Royal Salute. They're followed by Chivato, who's running along in sixth, just in front of Always True in the pink, who's seventh. Farther out goes Saratoga Cruiser in eighth, and Frosted Punk is last of the 9. Backdoor Royalty up the backstretch one with Laser right there in second. They went the opening quarter in 24 and 4/5 seconds, and they work to the far turn, 1.5 lengths in front of Don't Fire Joe, who's running along in third. Noble Prince being pushed for more from fourth. And then it's Chivato. Royal Salute's losing a touch of ground with Always True. Saratoga Cruiser still second last, and Frosted Punk's at the back. They round the far turn after a half in 50 flat. Backdoor Royalty comes under pressure at the 5/16. Laser tries to engage. Don't Fire Joe's under a drive as well. So too is Noble Prince. Frosted Punk is getting underway for the back. 3/4, 1:14 flat. They work around to the top of the stretch. It's Backdoor Royalty and Laser. Backdoor Royalty kicks away with 1/8 of a mile to go. Opens up 2.5. On Laser is back to second. Always True is trying to close up the inside. Here's Frosted Punk down the center. Final 16th. Backdoor Royalty still there. Well handled by Miguel Vasquez, steals the nightcap. Backdoor Royalty 1.5 lengths. Frosted Punk second, Always True third, Noble Prince fourth, Don't Fire Joe fifth for the high five in 1:45 and 3.
That's a wrap on this Friday afternoon of racing. When we're back with you tomorrow, Saturday afternoon, a special post time of 12:05 and 6 Florida bred stakes races on the card. We'll see you out here on Saturday afternoon.